crazy. If it doesn't, you ain't doing it right. Lord, save me, my drug is my baby. I'd be using for the rest of my life.
Hi guys, it's Matt, and this video is gonna be like a vlog style type of video. Because I just want to talk for a second. I want to talk about nostalgic moments because I have a lot. Actually, I'll make it into a full video because why not? My phone is going the fuck off, so I apologize in advance. I literally miss the days. Like, I literally miss the days where like, I wish this was like, oh, see, now you get the white part from the thing. But, anyways, I literally miss the days of, like, being, like, camping. Like, I remember we went to a lake up north, and I just remember, like, there was, like, water, and, like, we were, like, walking on, like, the side, and, like, we could, like, look at the water, and we could look at the side, and how much, like, breathtaking the view was. And I just remember very vividly, like, that time of my life, like, I had a CD player, because back in the day, we didn't have iPhones. Okay, this was like 10 years ago. At least I didn't have an iPhone personally. Maybe they were invented. I really don't know. I don't know. But I know I didn't have one. And I just remember I had this album. This very, very, very album. Break Up by Miley Cyrus. And I would remember very vividly, like, listening to The Driveway, Girls Just Wanna Have Fun. Like, I remember, like, we were, like, in my dad's old van. Like, the creepy pedophile van that your parents have, or used to have, rather. Like, very vividly, like, being in that car and listening to this album on my CD player. Or, like, it's so weird to me because, like, it's so vivid, but, like, it's so nostalgic for me. And I love those kind of moments, but it also sucks because I will never, ever have those moments again in my life. They're one and done. I will never have them again. And it sucks because if you're a nostalgic person like me, it really, really sucks because, like I said, I will never have those kind of moments again. And it makes you sad, it makes you teary-eyed because you realize how simple life was back in the day. You miss how you didn't have that many responsibilities, that you don't have to get a job, and you don't have to save up for college and get a car, etc. You didn't have to worry about that stuff back then. And you could just put on a good old Miley Cyrus album and listen to it. I had to get the Platinum Edition. Because this, is probably one of my favorite albums that Miley has ever done. This is my favorite album that she's ever done. But probably one of my favorite albums of all time. Like, The Driveway, like, especially The Driveway. It's such a, like, when I would listen to it, I wouldn't realize, like, how relatable the lyrics are 10 years later. I didn't think I would realize how relatable they are 10 years later, because I was a kid. I didn't understand what the lyrics meant. If I could find a picture of what I was back in the day, like, at that time of my life, I will insert it, because I know I have a picture from, like, the summer of that year, from, like, 2009-ish. It was in 2009. And this was, like, right when Breakout came out. But it was, like, 2009. Actually, no, Breakout came in 2008. So it was either 2008 or 2009. One of the years. So it's either been 10 or 11 years. But I want those moments back again. Like, I want to be on top of that sand and all that. And I remember, like, rolling down the sand dunes and up north as well. But I want to have those moments again. I want to be on top of, like, the cliff, watching the breathtaking view. I want that back, but I can't get it back, and it sucks because those times that time of my life was the best for me. I had Maddie in my life, so I had my pap in my life. Everything was great. I really, really enjoyed my childhood for the most part. Like, for the most part I did. I had a really good childhood. But my phone is literally blowing up. Hold up. Let me see what everyone's talking about.
It just makes me sad. It really does.
Because I will never, ever have those moments again. Like, I can get teary-eyed, like, I don't know, like, it's just like life was simple back then. I didn't have many responsibilities. I was so immature. I had my crazy hair with my natural color, though. And I don't think anything like that has changed except my hair color. Like, I'm still very nostalgic. I'm still very emotional. Other than, like, my responsibilities and my hair color. But not much has changed. I mean, it's just so nostalgic for me. And it's so weird and so vivid and surreal of just how my life has changed. And like, in the past 10 years. It's so weird. I've gone through heartaches, hardships, friendships, significant others. It's so weird to me. Like, I don't know how else to explain it other than the fact that it's just weird. Because I think if I could be young and be a kid again, I think I would do it. Like, I remember when Maddie and I were still best friends. It was like in the summer. It was in the summer, I know that. And we got up and it was like 10 a.m. and we just hung out and we did chalk. Or we would go to down the street and we would catch frogs in like their little like tornado thing in the basement. I don't know what it's called, but like their fire exit or whatever it's called. And we would like return them in the night. Or we would keep them in front of my bucket on the patio in front of my window. And we would keep them in there. And we would let them go the next day. Sometimes we would do that. We would obviously fill it with water and like leaves and stuff. But it's so weird. Or I remember the first day of my freshman year. Wow. Because if you were to tell me 2 years ago or even 3 years ago, you're gonna be on track to graduate, you're gonna get over her, I would have never believed you. But I remember the first day of freshman year. I stayed up all night. I was a nervous wreck. I stayed up all night. Brushed my hair, took a shower, brushed my teeth, walked out this way, said goodbye to Maddie, and I walked through my other friend's property, and I took the long way, which is where my almost got kidnapped clickbaity story came from like 3 years ago, with my natural color hair. Well, I remember on the bus, or walking to the bus stop, my sophomore year, listening to For a Boy by Raylan. Especially like the ending. Like the ending is so like nostalgic for me. Hey Siri, play For a Boy by Raylan.
I'm not connected to WhatsApp for some reason, which is weird, but it's back. I'm not like playing the ending of it because I don't want to get copyrighted, but like, copyright's on this lately, so I gotta really be careful.
The boy like me would do. Like this part.
Speaking of Miley Cyrus, look who just got tweeted about. Look who just got tweeted about. Miley fucking Cyrus. I am a psychic of the world, okay? I am calling it now. But yeah, guys, I know this is like all over the place in this video. It's nothing but nostalgic moments and memories on my mind, but I've been thinking about it recently for about a couple of months now, or thinking about like a nostalgic moments like coming back. I mean, I actually have pictures downstairs. I'll probably take a picture of them and insert them. My mom texted me. But I will obviously have pictures if I remember. I really hope I remember. Of just how like young I looked and how happy I was that my braces were all fogged up. And I also remember like very vividly, like my grandpa was like always a photographer. He always like would take pictures from Christmas and like stuff like that. And like when we would make cookies and stuff. And I remember he would like take our pictures, and that's actually what's up on the wall. I gotta get that from my mom, replace it with my graduation picture. I would take a picture of that. And just like how young I looked. If you guys look at the picture, like here it is or here it is on one of the sides, and look at me now, like I don't know, like my facial structure has changed. Obviously my hair color has changed. It's so naturally curly like it's always been now. That hasn't changed. But guys, I just want to say, if you're a freshman or if you're in 8th grade or even 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, make the moments count. Make the memories now. Because when you're older, you're going to really regret that you didn't. Or you're really going to remember the nostalgic moments. If you're a nostalgic person like me, you're really going to remember those kind of moments. Because to me, they mean a lot now. I didn't think that at the time that they would mean as much to me as they do now. And I'm happy I did all those things. I'm happy I didn't go. But I also remember, like, in the summer, my dad would drop us off at my grandma's house. And we would go to bed. because we would always go back to bed because it would be like 7 a.m. We would go back to bed, and my grandma would go to bed with us. Like, she would be on the love seat, and I would get the bigger couch, and my brother would get the smaller one. And she would just get up and go in the kitchen and make her breakfast and bullshit us all day long that she was sleeping when she really wasn't. But it's moments like that, or like when my aunt was still living with my grandma, I remember like she was like very pissed at me one day because I wouldn't like get the tea or something. I tweeted about it like 4 or 5 years ago. But it's moments like those where I'm just like, I'm happy I had them. Or when my pap would always pick up the phone when I would call my grandma's house, and now he's no longer with us. But it's times like those where I really wish I could have back, and I really wish I could have certain people back in my life so they can be at certain things in my life. But unfortunately, you can't do that. So cheers to the moments now with everybody you have. I also got inspired this by an old Facebook post that I made. But wow, guys, it's just so weird to think. Like, I don't know. I also remember when I was really, really young, like kindergarten young, my pap would drop me off, and my grandma would drop me off. My grandma never drove, so it was my pap. And I would just bawl my eyes out. Like, I hated leaving them, because I was very close to my grandparents, and I am so close to my grandma now. But I would hate it, and that would suck, or it would suck when they would drop me off. But I am happy that they were involved with my life, and I'm just really lucky that I had a close relationship with my pap while he was still around. And I'm very lucky that I have a close relationship with my grandma, and I'm not, like, ashamed to admit that. But I think a lot of kids would be, but I'm not. I love my grandma to pieces, along with my mom. I don't know, guys, but I think I'm gonna end it here. So I really, really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Follow me on my social media. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. I'm not done yet. Or how I would, like, listen to The Driveway or Every Rose Is Its Thorn and, you know, stuff like that. Music like that. I also remember, I'm surprised I didn't even throw any Taylor memories in there. But I remember, so, hold up. Okay, so I'm gonna go album by album because now y'all just got me going. Okay.
So, I don't know what the fuck's speaking out, but I know what's in here. So I'm just gonna use a line. Oh, there it is. It's literally gonna be. So I'm gonna go memory by memory. Okay. So, here we go, guys. So, stay tuned because it's gonna be a doozy. So, I have all of Taylor's albums right here. All of the deluxe editions, all of that stuff. All of it right here. Wait, y'all can't even see that. Let me fix it this way. Wait, it feels like there is something missing. Yeah, there is something missing. Reputation's missing. How could I forget Reputation? Wow, what the fuck, bro? So I have her Christmas album and her, like, live stuff here as well. I'm gonna show you that, actually. So I have all of her live stuff as well. And then I have, like, Trinity Fearless and all that stuff. But that's that right there. And then I have the newspaper that... Okay. So, anyways. Yeah, okay. So, I'll move my phone. Okay.
I knew I could have saved the love if I didn't know what to say. Okay, so I'm in a group chat with people, that's why I'm like... So, this album, her debut, I have the, like, the deluxe edition that was, like, a limited edition, with it includes the, CD and the DVD. To prove that it's limited edition, I bought this on eBay for like $100. But they actually like, well, Big Machine label, Taylor's old label, and Scott Borchetta. They like, trying to get something that fell on the floor. I'm going over moments, guys. So they gave me this. You can pause it and read it if you want. But they gave me this, and Scott Borchetta, I think that's his signature, I can't tell. I'm like 90% sure it is though. But I'll read it to you guys if you're blind like me. It says this, the Big Machine the Big Machine label group authenticates this copy of Taylor Swift Deluxe Edition, which with Lutinkier, I can't say that word, cover, number 654, and then it says the PC number, is a limited edition collectible item. This letter of I can't speak. Can't say that word either, of authenticity. I can't know how to fucking say it, bro. And accompanying numbered CD is one of 13 hit Taylor's Lucky Number if you're local. Of this release made available Monday, I can't speak. Monday the 24th of October of 2016 to celebrate original release date on its 10-year anniversary. Congratulations. It doesn't say that word for word, but at least I don't know. Okay, so I ran out of space, so I'm obviously going to try and speed this up. So I'm going to give you a couple more seconds to read this letter from Taylor Swift. And I'm going to go into nostalgic moments of Taylor. So, this is Taylor's very first album. Right here. Her very, very, very first album. It includes, it's a limited edition as well. So I got Taylor Swift Deluxe. This is what it looks like. It also, like, says Deluxe on it, too. Right there, I'm kind of, like, obsessed with that, though. It, like, says Deluxe. I'm, like, I love it. And then it includes, like, the slip cover, or, like, the luticular, or whatever the fuck the word is. The 3D slip cover, or slip case, whatever the fuck the word is. I bought this on eBay. Because it's extremely, well, not extremely rare. Well, it actually is rare. They made only about 1,013 copies. I think that's how you say it. So the nostalgic moment I have of this is I remember the very, 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 very first song that I heard from Taylor was Our Song. At least from the one that I remember hearing was the first one was Our Song. And the only reason I remember hearing that first, I wish I had like a cut. Guys, don't try this at home. But, so, anyways, with this album, the first song I heard was Our Song, and I remember on the way to, like, elementary school, to Latchkey, like, walking in pitch black dark at, like, 7 a.m., going to Latchkey, and my mom would have this album on in her car. I actually have her original copy somewhere. It's actually in there, as I just showed you. Yeah, I can't. I know it's going to be hard to see, so bear with me. But, if I focus it, see, the debut is right there. Literally right there. That's my mom's original copy of the debut. So, anyways. So, there goes Breakout. Oh, it's not important right now. So, anyways. So, the debut. Oh, why is it so zoomed in? We don't need all that focus. No, 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 no. So, debut came out. Our Song. Remember listening to it in Latchkey. And that's that. Okay. So then the next album that came out is Fearless. I don't know where I have like 3 copies of the original Fearless, or 2 maybe 2 or 3. But the first song that I remember hearing is Love Story, and I just remember, like, I don't know, like, Love Story is iconic, and yeah. So then we have Speak Now. This is just a cover art because autofocus, please. I guess I have to, like, tap it. But this is what Speak Now. This is, like, the Target Deluxe exclusive version. It includes a lot of bonus tracks. It's probably my favorite ones. Then here's the back. So here's the, like, regular. And then I just spoke even more. And then this is the back, like, Target exclusive. It says on it. This video is going to take forever to fucking send over. But here's what it looks like again. So, yeah. But this one is very nostalgic for me because the first song I remember, or like the first song that like really stuck out to me was Mine. And M-I-N-E, and I would just like run around, and she's my cousin. We would sing that song in the basement of my grandpa's house. And then we have Red. Okay, so Red is very nostalgic for me because first of all, it has We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together on it, which is obviously an iconic song that everyone and their mother with a brain knows, or with good taste knows. And then, my all-time favorite albums that Taylor's ever written. I have the deluxe edition, like, it's gorgeous, I love it all day long. But I remember hearing, We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together on the radio, and I Knew You Were Trouble. Like, I Knew You Were Trouble was one, I had my radio, like, my radio alarm clock, and my brother and I would just, like, listen to the radio before we would go to sleep sometimes, and that song would be on a lot, because I would listen to that kind of station, so. And then, I would listen to 22 when we went to the football, when Matt and I would go to the football games my freshman year. I would put on 22, and, we would just listen to it when we walked there. Okay, next we have 1989. I know I've always said that I thought 1989 was better than Reputation, but as of right now, the current state of my life, I think Reputation is better than 1989. We'll get into that in a minute. So 1989. It's still a great pop album though. It's a pop masterpiece. I actually bought like 19. I have 4 copies of them, as you just saw. Because of the Polaroids. These are my favorite Polaroids probably. If you love like that, blood runs cold. And then because I had to get them mainly because of the blank space ones. Loves the game, wanna play. Anyways, so blank space would always come on in my mom's car back in 8th grade when she would pick us up in 2014, and she would just pick us up. We would take my brother's friend Michael home. That's not his actual name. But we would take Michael home, and then we would take Maddie home. And yeah, so we would like, and Blank Space would just be on. And it's an iconic song, and I really relate to Blank Space. It's a really, really well song for me personally. So, last but not least, we have Reputation. And I remember when Reputation came out, I didn't have Apple Music at the time. So, I didn't have Apple Music at the time. And, I remember just hearing like What You Made Me Do on the radio. And like going to my cousin's house to like, I think they had like a party where to take care of their dog. I don't remember which one it was. But, and I would just hear like What You Made Me Do playing, and I would just like love that song. And I remember I had my headphones in because I was wearing my music, my own music, and then I hear like What You Made Me Do, and I'm like, bitch, take the headphones out, bitch, like look What You Made Me Do, son. And then Getaway Car is obviously one of my favorite songs, but that's just a whole nother issue. Don't blame me. Getaway Car and I Did Something Bad are the holy trinity of Reputation. So guys, that concludes this long ass motherfucking video. I really, really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, follow me on my social media, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.